Welcome back. A clinical trial taking place at the University of Kansas Alzheimer's Disease Center could change the future for people facing Alzheimer's disease.
KU has one of the top Alzheimer's centers in the country. Fox 4's Shannon O'Brien looks into what's being done right here in our area to fight this devastating brain disease.
I met my husband when I was 12 years old.
Barbara Walker knew Harvey Walker for most of her life and spent 38 years as his wife.
We had plans for our future and, things that we were going to do after. And then all of a sudden, this illness came along.
Alzheimer's disease, a progressive mental deterioration of the brain which causes senility. It usually hits people in their 70s and 80s, but Harvey Walker was just 56 when he was diagnosed.
When we would drive and go places, he always knew directions. He could look up at the sun and tell you if this is east and west and north and south, and he couldn't do that anymore. He would get lost.
It would be a 6.5-year battle for the Walker family.
He would tell people he wasn't married, he didn't have a wife. He knew he had 3 children. He always knew he had 3 children, and he could tell you their names, but not a wife.
It's a complex disease.
Dr. Jeffrey Burns is the co-director of the KU Alzheimer's Disease Center. He grew up in the Kansas City area and after professional stints in Virginia and St. Louis, came back home to work on finding the cause of and treatments for Alzheimer's disease.
I was interested primarily because it's such a big problem, and I feel like we're just getting started.
90% of discoveries about Alzheimer's disease have come in the last 15 years. Doctors can now spot it before it starts. Burns is running a clinical study to figure out how to prevent its progression.
The only way we're going to get to a cure is through a clinical trial, and the biggest thing that holds us back, besides funding, is finding participants for the trials.
Barbara Walker is participating in the KU Alzheimer's study.
And I just want to encourage people to do that. They need to increase numbers. How else can we find a cure? My dream is that they'll just eradicate the disease completely.
Shannon O'Brien, Fox 4 News, working for you in Fairway.
That center is looking for 700 participants with and without memory problems to participate in the Alzheimer's study. It does not require much time, no medication involved. If you're interested in signing up for another study, perhaps, head to our website, fox4kc.com.
A Metro bus stop, once called America's sorriest bus stop,